The top position ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the New Orleans Saints. Here's Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready. 57 to Mike. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
Now a man who really came on late last year, it's Damian Williams. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Brings up second and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Ready,
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4.
I got you. I got you. Check 4. Ready, ready.
Here's the second-year back out of NC State, Naheem Hines. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Jones now operating from the gun. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, a 22. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Watch the whip.
This is Hines. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Here we go. Set. 18 Gators. Hey, Sam off. Be dribble.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jones. And Austin Safarian-Jenkins has it. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. With the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is third and short.
Let's make these babies cry.
Now a give, right side. Hines. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Hey, lock it.
Check safety, check safety.
On 1st and 10, Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones, and this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range, so now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jones. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
49, check 49. 80 weapons.
Now it's Hines. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Saints' 8-yard line.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Check it back.
Tyler, 64, weak. Ready?
They run with Hines. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Protein spill.
Check. Check. Check.
5.
They'll try to run with Hines. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Well, it's awfully tempting to go for this, isn't it?
It certainly is, and there's a big part of me that says let's go ahead and do it because they've got momentum. It's been a nice drive to start the game, but from this distance, the odds aren't with them at all. Take the 3 points, feel good about that, come back and get the touchdown on your next drive.
Yeah, and you're on the road, so snag the lead while you can. After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Successive penalties have him looking now at a 1st and 20.
Let's go, Heavy.
Hey, Haywood.
What you got, Heavy? Give me something.
Now.
Block working out of the gun. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Rock it. Look, squeeze. Big grip.
Lock to throw on 2nd down. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 55 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Leonard Fournette. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
53, Mike, 53. Let's go one more. Six guys. Check 6 guys.
X3, 218, chopper. Let's go.
Fournette running out of the gun. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down.
Watch the slant.
Roll out. Get it.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Got a man, Slayton. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Hey, exit.
Mike 52, Mike 52.
Yes, yes.
52's the Mike. Watch Mike, watch Mike.
Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Let's go.
Shotgun snap to Lock. He finds Taylor, complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 7 that time, 2nd and goal.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Check General West.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd and goal.
Ready, set.
Now from back at the 5. This is 3rd and goal.
3 bucks, 3 bucks, 3 bucks.
Here's Fournette. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. And Dawson's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the 2nd drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me,
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the serve? What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like that.
Really good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the whole thing. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Ready?
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hines, and he still has yet to get on track in this 1st half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now this throw caught left side. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Ready? Topper! Topper! Look at me! Zipper!
Who's that?
Big Zipper!
On first down, Hines. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Here's Hines. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
61, matchbox, light.
On second down now, it's Hines, and he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And a Cowboy first down.
Ready?
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's first and 10. On the counter, here's Williams. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 24-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12.
Any weapon.
Now Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It's third down and 12.
Ready.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Pilot, 64, weak. Look at me. Door. Hey, zoom.
Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. Looking for the end zone. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. Fourth down after the New Orleans defense holds serve. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He connected on his first, this from 41. Badgley's kick is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team. And they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, Or then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
You remember me? Let's go, baby. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Watch 52. Watch 52. 52's the mic. I got you. I got you.
Hey, 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 hey.
You're all mine. You're all mine, baby. Get this.
On the ready.
On first down, Locke. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for Darius Slayton. Incomplete. He was covered by Steven Nelson.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10.
Blue draw Corpus.
Locke will try again on second down. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Throwaway and incomplete. Brings up third down and 10.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a third and 10.
Hey, Charlie. Guard, guard. Now.
A final shot before half for Locke. And he's able to find Diggs. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
On the ready.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. A good run got 7 on first. Here's second and 3.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. 4 down. Check, check. Check 3.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Loss of a yard on the play. It's now third down
Bravo.
and 4.
From the gun on third down, Locke. And Eifert has it. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
Third and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
50, plant.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Get it.
Fournette, a first down carry. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. A.J. Klein on the tackle there.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Protein spill.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
It's 4th down.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line.
Got it.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Go.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Throwing Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right, you look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. They'll give Fournette another crack. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Leonard Fournette, his 4th touchdown on the year. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. Dawson able to connect on the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Here we go. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now a give right side. Hines. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
Here we go, set. 90 Wolf.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, team. Let's go.
They run again with Hines. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
First down, Cowboys.
On the double. Leo!
Man, that's trash. That's trash.
Get it.
Jones throwing on first down. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory.
Get ready.
It's a big play for the Cowboys on third. 44 yards.
First down, Dallas.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
Shoot. Greystone travel. They go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Jakeem Grant with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys have once again taken the lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters. Because
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Steven Nelson. They brought the house that time on a young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Tight dog. Check 50.
X3. 218. Jump. Hit it.
2nd and 13. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zach Brown making his presence felt in the backfield. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jakeem Grant, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins got home that time. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Here's Locke to throw. It's complete to Diggs. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
16 yards on the play. It's now third down.
Third and 2. Locke's going to throw. And Diggs has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
First down.
Locke now on first down. Keeps himself upright. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now this one complete downfield on the left side.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Block now to throw. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Sack! Got him! Let's go, boys! Let's go!
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Hey, Sam off.
Lock to throw for it on 4th. Left side caught by Diggs. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. To throw it is Locke. Oh, he finds his running back, who snuck right down the middle of the field. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Leonard Fournette with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Dawson tacks on the point after, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
They'll try the left side. It's Hines. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Hey, lock it. Bud.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jakeem Grant, 62 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You can see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Lock to throw. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 33. Now Locke got his man. It's Eifert. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. Locke going to bring the offense up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. One final try for Locke. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.
Saints 17.